We begin with ex-mercenary Adam Kane Marcus, who's writing a letter addressed to his daughter, Jenny, from his cell inside of a California state prison. Kane is being transported to death row after being convicted of manslaughter when another death row inmate, James Seth Lynch, indicates that there will be a breakout just before their vehicle is crashed into by a group of mercenaries. The two are taken to an abandoned mall where they're confronted by four members of a powerful criminal organization known as the Seven: the brothers, Mute, and Carlos, a former close friend of Kane's. They accuse Kane of betraying and stealing loot from them, threatening to kill his wife and Jenny, who they've taken hostage, if Kane does not retrieve and return the loot to them within 3 weeks. After the meeting, the gang departs, leaving Kane and Lynch behind to arm themselves with the supplied weapons before Kane discusses combat tactics with Lynch. The authorities arrive shortly after, and the duo is forced to shoot their way out to escape. Afterward, Kane explains to Lynch that he didn't steal the loot from the Seven, but knows who did and where they hid it, leading the duo to rob a bank where the loot is being kept. Only one of the two briefcases, containing half the loot, is inside the bank's safe, but Kane believes he knows where the other briefcase is. Meanwhile, Lynch, who's revealed to suffer from mental illness and periodic episodes of violent psychosis, blacks out and kills all the bank hostages after his medication wears off, forcing the duo to again shoot their way out through the authorities and flee in a van driven by their getaway driver. Losing the authorities in a subway after the van crashes, Kane informs Lynch they need to go to Tokyo, Japan to retrieve the second briefcase. In Tokyo, the pair go after Redimoto, a Japanese crime lord and Yakuza gang boss, by kidnapping his daughter, Yoko, to ransom her in exchange for the second briefcase, which is in his possession. While Kane is succeeding in negotiating with Redimoto over the phone, with Redimoto even offering an uneasy alliance against the Seven, Lynch accidentally shoots and kills Yoko while trying to stop her from escaping, ruining the negotiations, and the duo are forced to kill a large group of Redimoto's hitmen. Kane is furious with Lynch, but he realizes that they're out of time and must return to the Seven with only the one briefcase. Lynch reveals that he made a deal with the Seven to betray Kane in order to ensure his own survival and secure a position within the Seven, but he's also betrayed and knocked unconscious at a construction site where Kane and his family are to be executed. The leaders of the Seven deny Kane's plea for additional time to recover the second briefcase, after which the brothers and Carlos depart for Havana, Cuba, leaving Mute to carry out the executions. After being brought to the construction site along with Jenny, Kane's wife expresses her disgust with Kane before she is shot to death by Mute. Regaining consciousness, Lynch attacks one of the Seven's hitmen, while an enraged Kane beats Mute to death with a shovel. The duo will then protect Jenny from the Seven's reinforcements as she hides next to her dead mother's body while in shock. Kane buries his wife and decides to finish off the rest of the Seven for the sake of Jenny's safety. The duo free a group Kane refers to as dead men, who are also disowned and ruined by the Seven, from prison: Rific, Tharpa, and Shelley. The trio joins the duo to get revenge on the Seven, although Shelley expresses concern at working with Lynch due to rumors that he killed his own wife. Before flying after the Seven to Havana, the group returns to Tokyo to kill Redimoto, protecting Jenny from a revenge killing and reclaiming the second briefcase. In Havana, Kane keeps everyone motivated with promises of payment and revenge as they track down the brothers and Carlos. Kane informs Lynch that the Seven profit from assisting factions in civil wars, with Havana supposedly the last job needed for their retirement. Kane's group finds themselves caught up in an ongoing civil war and joins with the Cuban Revolutionary Armed Forces, who are battling the Seven's forces, which are attempting to stage a coup d'etat. They find Carlos, abandoned by the brothers, who offers to lead Kane's group to them, and Kane recruits him to do so, resulting in Tharpa abandoning the group as he no longer trusts Kane. Kane's group then fights their way through the Venezuelan jungle and locates the brothers at their compound, the Hacienda. Shelley asks about the payment they were promised, and Carlos tells him that there's plenty of heroin in the nearby village for them to take as compensation. Carlos then volunteers to go ahead of the group and cause a diversion by planting an explosive mine at the Hacienda gates, but vanishes once inside, leading Lynch to believe that Carlos betrayed them and has led them into a trap. However, Kane and Lynch discover via Carlos's radio transmission that the Seven have captured Jenny again, and after fighting their way through the Hacienda, locate Jenny, still alive, and Carlos's corpse, having been shot by the brothers for helping Kane. The duo are suddenly ambushed by the brothers and their mercenaries, leading Kane to shoot the mine next to Carlos's body, causing a massive explosion, killing the elder brother, and allowing the duo to find cover from the mercenaries. In the chaos, the younger brother manages to escape with Jenny and heads to a nearby airfield, where he attempts to take off in an airplane. After killing the mercenaries, the duo follow the younger brother to the airfield and shoot out the plane's engines with their vehicle's mounted turret gun before it can leave the ground. Fighting their way through more mercenaries between them and the plane, Kane enters it and kills the younger brother, freeing Jenny, who then pulls a gun on Kane, blaming him for her mother's death. Kane convinces her to lower the gun by telling her that he will get her to safety, even if she hates him. Kane is then given the choice of rescuing Rific and Shelley from the village church, where they're pinned down by the Seven's mercenaries, or escaping in a helicopter with Jenny and leaving them to die. Kane chooses to rescue Rific and Shelley, and together with Lynch and Jenny, fights his way through the village, eventually reaching the burning church where they're trapped. Kane's group arrives too late to save Rific, but finds Shelley still alive, who feels betrayed despite the rescue attempt, due to overhearing Kane's earlier radio communication, where he expressed his willingness to sacrifice them to save Jenny. As they escape to the village pier, where boats are docked, Jenny is shot, causing Kane to carry her on his back. Shelley loses his patience with the group, claiming that he owes Kane nothing, and runs ahead, escaping on one of the boats alone. Kane, Jenny, and Lynch board the last remaining boat, and Lynch is shot while providing covering fire for their escape. Afterward, they drift slowly along the river under cover of night, while Kane holds Jenny and tells her about the letter he wrote to her.